Lots of kids have already started school, leaving some parents wondering what to do next.
Dr. Michelle Meyer consoles parents facing the empty nest in the Family Focus segment. It's really about getting to know each other once again, isn't it?
It really is. And I think anyone with a parent has seen Toy Story 3, and there's that gut-wrenching moment when Andy gives away his box of toys and he drives off to college, and no matter how old your kid is, you know that time is coming.
Oh, I'm already crying.
Terrible, yes.
That was a pretty emotional scene for me
and
as
it's
well.
for anybody. It's really emotional because we have to know that that's coming. Empty nest syndrome is a series of symptoms of sadness and grief and loss with the absence of a child. And most people typically experience it, some people don't, but there are ways to alleviate some of those sad symptoms. First thing we can do is we can plan ahead. Plan ahead for yourself and plan ahead for your child. Teach your child to be an adult. Teach your child to be both personally and socially responsible. Teach them to balance a checkbook. Teach them to make their own appointments. Do all these things so that they don't have to depend on you as a parent, and you don't have to always worry about making sure everything is done for them. As an adult, we can plan ahead. Spend more time with your significant other. Spend more time with your spouse. The other thing I tell parents to do is make a dream list. Think of all the things you've always wanted to do, hobbies, career, going back to school, and think about what you can do to sort of, your priorities have changed in life, so now what are you going to do with your time? The other thing is you can spend other time with parents who are also experiencing some of these same symptoms. The one thing I do caution is that don't make too many changes at one time. Really transition to some of these things so that you can really experience the best of it. It's not an easy task, but we all have to do some of this. Sunita and Paulo, I think at the end of the day, if we do our best to raise our kids to be both personally and socially responsible, and then we can send them off, and we don't, and I sort of caution parents, don't be too sad about that, because then you're modeling that. We want our kids to be emotionally healthy, and so we have to model some of them emotional healthiness.
It's true, have some composure. I really relate to that cartoon where it shows the mom where the kid's going off to preschool and they're kind of like, okay, time to go to school.
Absolutely.
But then when they're older and going to college and they're like clinging to him, like, don't leave me. So
absolutely.
Yes, composure, I'm working on it.
We want them to be healthy adults, and so we have to show them to do that. Otherwise, they don't learn how to be independent, and they will always sort of be needing you, and you'll always be needing them, and we'll never make that
healthy,
important disconnect.
Adults.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Yes.
Thanks for that, Michelle.